If you will ever be part of a revival, you must be intentional about it. Let that fill your discussions, fill your thoughts, fill your plans. Look at everything as a church from a revival perspective. There are programs that cannot continue if a revival will drop. There are discussions that cannot be held if a revival will drop. Intentionality is the number one element of a revival culture. I didn't just come to watch the fire upon you. I came for the fire to drop upon me as well. Tell me about it. Peter carried the fire. The one who preached on the day of Pentecost carried the fire. Fire, fire. Intentionality is what births intensity. When I see how you are intense about this move of God in the now. I'm not talking about a few people getting healed. I'm not talking about a few people coming to the altar. I'm talking about a fire that erupts in a place and transcends to a city and catches a nation. Intentionality. I refuse to be an ordinary pastor, not in a tie, as though a goat. No, I must see the fire. I must see the wind. I must encounter the breath of God. Intentionality. Intentionality. Until we become intentional about our desire for a revival, we can never become partakers. Neshush rahaneno shagaha nenohush. I heard something very strange. I would always ask the Lord the past few Sundays, for those from Maryland or those watching, you hear those statements. Lord, will this be the day? Will this be the day? They never knew the exact day when Pentecost would drop, but they continued. They continued. They continued. And I heard the Lord whisper, you never know if I will start it in Minnesota. Yakoshandaraha. Nenosusus avradiano shagaha. Intentional. I sleep thinking revival. Wake up thinking revival. Get books on revival. Talk revival. Walk revival. Pray revival. Expect revival. And that leads to intensity. Don't mind my intensity speaking. It's not because I have eaten, but it's because I am intentional. Revival never comes in comfort. Intentionality. Number two, element of a revival culture that you as an individual and Winners Chapel International Minnesota must carry is hunger. Hunger, hunger. Blessed are they which hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Psalm 63, verse 1 and 2. Psalm 63, verse 1 and 2. Oh God, thou art my God. Early will I seek thee. My soul thirsted for thee. My flesh longed for thee in a dry and thirsty land where no water is, to see thy power and thy glory as I have seen thee in the sanctuary. That talks about hunger. Hunger. The Hebrews revival, if you have the picture, show it. The Hebrews revival took place within 1949 and 1952. And God partnered with a man, the Holy Ghost partnered with a man called Duncan Campbell. Stepped into an island, fire broke out. But how did the fire break out? It began with two old ladies, 82 and 84. One of them stone blind. But they began to pray, Lord, what is happening to our youths? How come there is no youth in any public gathering? And they began to pray, hunger, hunger, hunger. It began with hunger. It began with hunger. And tell me about it. Revival broke loose. What hadn't happened on that island for 100 years took place. Everybody began to carry chairs on their head, running and asking, is there space for us in church? Hybrid revival. Go do your research on it. You know, when you know how God did it before, you know what to do now for him to do it again. You know, the church is saying God will do it again. Do we know how he did it before? It begins with a culture. Now, you can go through any revival. Look at the Rajoba revival. 94, 95, 96, 97, 98. They will show you the pictures there. People were running to church like wild goats, diving through windows, looking for a seat. What led to the Rajoba revival? Hunger. This revival began when God told Bishop Oyedepo, now turn the all-night prayer meeting that people are sleeping into, turn it to breakthrough seminars. There was a hunger. It was hunger that birthed it. Lord, how come 3 people are gathered to pray all night? What is happening here? And that hunger led to an open door. Is that open door that brought 50,000 people to a 3,000-seater auditorium. Let me humble you today. It's not the size of the building that determines the inflow of the people. It's the hunger in the building that drags the people in. I stand here to declare, the next time I step on this ground, there will be no room anywhere for people to sit. Let me hear a hungry amen. Hunger. Kim Owens, they will show you her picture. She's in Arizona. That church is been given a heavy mantle to steward the revival. We are not talking about they say. No. Who told you God can't use women? Arizona here. Fire is burning there. Look at what she said. She said, you will not have a revival without hunger. And you will not have hunger without placing the highest priority and value on prayer. Oh, we are hungry for a revival. Let me check your prayer life. Can you imagine that 1 hour before Sunday service, this place is bubbling with prayer? Nekokoko Shaga. I'm not talking of workers' prayer. I'm not talking of work. I'm talking about the church invited to the upper room. Before me prayer, all the devils have left. Now hear me. Hunger is contagious. If you are privileged to have a hungry man over you, you will be hungry in no time. Because you will never be satisfied. Never satisfied. I'm not ungrateful, but I'm not satisfied. For those of you who come from some parts of Africa, you know there are some individuals with big stomach and small body. When you give such individuals food and they eat, they say, are you satisfied? They rub their stomach and say, no. No, I'm not satisfied. Father, thank you for the service, but I'm not satisfied. I want more. Thank you for the dimension you are already taking us in. But in the next 25 minutes, I want more.